Jack Riley was 16 when his old man kicked the bucket. Heart attack, right there on the oil-stained floor of their tiny garage in Fresno. Jack didn't cry. He just wiped the grease off his hands, stared at the half-fixed Chevy, and whispered, "Guess it's on me now." Mom worked double shifts at the diner, so nights were Jack's. Him, a busted radio, and whatever junkyard parts he could drag home on his bike. School? Sure, he went, but mostly to sleep. Teachers called him Lost Cause. Classmates called him Gearhead. Jack didn't care. He had a plan. Build something so good, the world would have to look up. By 19, he'd dropped out. Not dramatically, just stopped showing up. Instead, he sold his comic collection, bought a busted electric scooter off Craigslist, and started tinkering. Nights blurred into mornings. Solder smoke in his lungs, caffeine in his veins. First prototype, a joke. Went 3 blocks, died like a cheap phone battery. Jack laughed so hard he fell off, but he fixed it. Again and again. Until one dawn it hummed, real steady hum, down Shaw Avenue, wind slapping his face like applause. He parked outside the community college, chain-locked it, and walked in. Not to enroll. To ask if he could charge it in their lot. The janitor, old Gus, squinted. "What's that thing?" Jack grinned. "Future on 2 wheels." Gus let him stay. In return, Jack tuned Gus's ancient lawnmower. Word spread. Soon kids were begging rides, professors were staring. Someone filmed him zooming past the quad. Video hit 1,000 views overnight. Title, Fresno Kid Builds Mad Electric Beast. Comments? Fake. Prop. Jack didn't read them. He was too busy welding. But money? That was the wall. Parts cost cash, and diner tips dried up when Mom's back gave out. Jack pawned his dad's watch. Just a Timex, but it was all he had left. Bought a lithium pack. One night, engine roaring, he hit a pothole. Frame cracked. Whole thing crumpled. He sat in the dark garage, sparks dying, and for the first time whispered, "Maybe they're right." Then he heard Gus's voice. "Boy, you quit now. That watch was for nothing." Jack slept on the concrete. Woke up welding. Months later, a tech startup scout saw him at the farmer's market. Jack charging $5 a pop for joyrides. Dude in a Patagonia vest asked, "Want a pitch?" Jack almost laughed. Pitch? He could barely spell it. But he went. Wore his only clean shirt, stains hidden under a jacket. Room full of suits. He rolled out the scooter, now sleek, matte black, lights like dragon eyes. Rode it in circles. They clapped. One guy asked, "Price?" Jack shrugged. "Whatever keeps my mom off her feet." They laughed, then wired him 50 grand for prototypes. First order, 200 units. Jack had no factory, so he turned the garage into chaos. Friends welding, cousins painting, Gus sweeping. They shipped late. First batch, half died in rain. Returns piled up, lawsuit threat. Jack's mom cried, "Sell the house." He stared at the garage wall, Dad's old toolbox, dents like metals, and said, "No, we fix." They did. New sealant, better seals. Second batch, sold out in days. Money rolled, not millions, yet, but enough to rent a warehouse, hire 3 guys, name it Riot Wheels. Logo? A cracked gear with a smile. Jack flew to LA for a pitch fest, rode his bike on stage. No suit, just hoodie. "Look," he said, "I built this out of nothing. You can too." Crowd cheered. One investor, silver-haired, pulled him aside. "Kid, failure's tuition. You paid up." Jack nodded. "Then I aced the test."